Right here, right now. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
Hi, Todd. Nice to be here.
Alexander Usyk. Roy Jones Jr. He won world titles at 4 different weight classes, including the heavyweight championship of the world.
I'm so excited for this fight. There is no nonsense here.
This one has all of those. Many said this fight would never happen, and yet here it is, and here we go. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Not a lot of defense here at all. Throwing the hook, but it doesn't score. That counter punch caught him clean. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Good counter punching. You can really feel the buzz in the air tonight. So much hype here in this arena.
Can you imagine walking into this, Todd? Walking into an arena with such noise, people chanting your name. You can't even hear your corner man whispering in your ear. I've been in situations like that where it can be terrorizing if you haven't got your wits about you.
Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
One moment changes everything, especially in this division. They threw the hook, it didn't land. They exchanged punches. Those counter punches have to hurt. Beautiful counter punch. Caution being thrown to the wind. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Alexander Usyk in that last. Here we go, round 2. Who's going to land the first big shot? This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
That counter shot lands. Punch, counter punch. A counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Beautiful counter shot. Nice exchange here from both men. No rest for the weary. These two fighters are made for one another. Good cap. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose. On to the third. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
To be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. A perfect counter shot. Nice counter shot. And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. The only fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself out? There's a counter shot. Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
He threw a punch and just got countered. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. And he scores with the counter. Time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. You'd like to see more jabs. Nice counter. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Usyk in that last round. There's the bell for round 4. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Counter shot. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? And he did catch him. He caught him clean. Clean as a whistle. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Hold that thought! Usyk! And down goes Alexander Usyk. We knew his chin would get tested in this fight, and it failed him miserably.
That's lights. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Are you okay?
It's punching so hard.
So they're back on their feet, but let's see how much they have left in the tank.
Well, now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new...
Oh, hold on a second, Johnny. Oh my, the Ukrainian has been rattled. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
It's been a tough round, so
we enter the final 10 seconds here in a pretty dominant display. Talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. You've got to wonder. And there's the bell for round 5. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Well done with that counter shot. In the build-up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's round 1 or round 12, I've got enough power and confidence to end this in one shot.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
that time counter shot. The right hook misses. And as we see it again, there's no way to get up when you get clipped with a shot like that.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You still want to stop.
Showing a lot of heart to beat the count there.
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom. Back in the same spot again. It happened once. You got away with it. You can do it again.
The perfect counter lands. Catch and shoot. Final 10 seconds here. Unless we get some late drama, I think we all know who won this round. Let's talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. They get one. There's the bell to start round 6. It's been a nightmare so far. What can they do to turn this around?
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
Nice counter punch. How about that impact? Let's see that again in slow motion.
I've got to see that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're out.
Not many people would agree.
Exactly.